So I'm sure all you can hear is the landscaping going on in the background, but we're going to do this anyway. So I have new column trims coming, so I don't really care about this at the moment, but it's just a pain in the ass to take off. Come on, you big bastard. There it goes. So this is a really dumb design from GM. I actually might just cut this to install the new one because the harness plug is like buried way back. You have to basically drop the whole column to get to it, but it's like impossible to get out because it snaps in from the outside. Just the plug should have been like right here. So I'll either put a Deutsch connector just to be over the top, or I might just cut it and barrel connect them like I'm about to. This is the SRS that I probably cut way too short, but all that does is make it harder for me to work on. So we're going to strip these back a touch, just like that. Make a mess in the car, not in the backyard. Same thing here. Flip back a touch. And I have some heat shrink that I'm going to cut in half. I think it'll be easier to do it on this side. So I'm going to slide this heat shrink. So there's like a resistor on one side, so yeah, that's going to be a pain in the ass too. Maybe I could back feed this. Yes, I can. Okay, we'll do one at a time. So I'm going to barrel this. Everything's covered in electrical tape jizz. Fancy crimper tool to crimp this down. This way that's not going anywhere, and I'm going to go a little further and zip it with that guy too. Yeah, just to be safe. That's probably not the right tool. I couldn't find the right one, so I think I'm using the wrong one. So I'm actually just going to use this to be safe. Crimped. Slide over that heat shrink. Probably use the wrong size heat shrink, but that's okay. But definitely was the wrong size. But as long as I get it to cover this, Gucci. Okay. Good enough. I'm going to put a little heat on this. You should use a heat gun, but I don't want to get it out. Helps if it's not windy out. And you want to do this just until you see the glue start to show, or boil out because I overheated it. Alright, let me get the right size heat shrink for the other side so I'm not killing myself. Yeah, it's too tight, too tight, too tight, too tight. Alright, next size up on the heat shrink. Same thing, cut it back. Before I do that this time, I'm going to barrel this side so I can see what the hell I'm doing. Cool. Back feed that guy. Difficult because it's a thicker shit this time. And then just pop this in there. So this is the NRG SRS deal. basically just a little 2-amp fuse, which is replaceable, and a resistor. Cool. So I'll let that cool down, and then I'm just gonna tuck that back a little bit. There's a spot right here I could just put it with the rest of this harness. So I'm gonna get a little zip tie, and this way it's just up and out of the way. And in theory, that should stop the airbag light from coming back on. I still gotta contend with that. Yeah, that's it. That's the nicest way of doing it. You could use blade connectors, you could use a butt connector. I also cut my SRS harness. That's designed to just shove into the horn harness, the clock spring harness. Like, the horn still works, so I don't need to do any of that. That dog's going nuts. Yeah, that's it. We'll see if it okay, let me turn the car on. See if it did anything. Dogs are gonna knock the camera over. I mean, airbag light flashes, I think, when the car's not running. The passenger side one's popped still, so that's still gonna cause a problem. So I have to do the passenger side as well. Let's see if it does it now. I just turned the passenger airbag off in the glove box. Flashing. Yeah, it's solid. I think it's because that bag popped. So I'll do that when I take the dash out. I forgot about that airbag completely, so I got to take that harness off and do the same thing, otherwise feedback loop. So I'm just going to zip tie that up. We'll do that side when the dash comes out. We got Luna over here. Thanks for watching. Luna, go. Go ahead. Jump. Go. Sit. Good girl.